What's up everyone, Trent here.
Along with Julia.
And welcome back to the channel, and we're checking out episode 2 of the Book of Boba Fett. Episode 1 was a nice little setup where we got a history leading up to these moments, escaping the Sarlacc pit, Boba's time with the Tusken Raiders and killing that awesome monster.
Yes.
And him finally assuming Jabba's throne and ruling with respect. Big Tem! Big Tem ruling. So let's check this episode out. I'm so keen to see where it goes.
I'm so keen to see what this holds.
Yeah. Wow, you really don't appreciate how big that palace is from the outside. That's such an iconic look. Oh, Jedi feels. You know you're flexing when you got a door that doesn't even have to go up the whole way to let people in?
What do we know of this prisoner?
He is of the Order of the Night Wind.
Assassin,
You know whose voice that is?
Very expensive.
Overpriced. You're paying for the name.
Their reputation is legendary. There is no way this one would talk.
I know of their reputation.
Just people in hoods.
There is no way he would talk.
Fine. Perhaps he fears the rankle.
Yes.
I wonder if Jabba got another one. I'll speak, I'll speak!
There's no rankle.
No, it was all a bluff.
Yes.
Empty. Assassin of the Night Wind.
Aww. Mos
Oh, wow,
Mos
that's
Esper is
stunning.
really dense. Yeah, what? Show of force. Walk a prisoner through the streets.
Oh no, not a help desk.
I'm BOBA FETT. I'm here to see the mayor.
BOBA FETT.
Oh no.
Do you have an appointment?
I found one of his stray pets. I'm here to return it to its master.
Yeah.
I don't see your name in the schedule, so you'll have to.
Oh,
Pardon the lack of pomp for your entrance. However, I did not see your litter arrive.
it didn't come on a litter.
I regret to inform you the mayor is indisposed for the rest of the week.
Yep.
Yep, just go in.
Just go in.
No, you're not. Sir, you would be so kind as to apologize.
Every public servant.
Yep.
Terribly sorry.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Who is this who enters unannounced?
Ooh, a translator.
You know damn well
It is the new daimyo BOBA FETT, Your Excellency. I assure you, the mayor had nothing to do with
He's
it.
a member of the Order of the Night Wind. Then you
So he
admit
knows.
Give this man his reward.
So he didn't send him.
He didn't send him.
I am not a bounty hunter. Is that so? I've heard otherwise. I know that you sit on the throne of your former employer.
the side mouth.
You know it's not my employer. It was Jabba the Hutt's throne. Yes, and now it is mine. And I will take this payment as what you should have brought me as tribute.
The tribute, yep.
Yeah.
Hmm. A little bit light.
Before you threaten me, you should ask yourself, who really sent the Night Wind? I have no motive. As you said, I serve at your pleasure. Here's the tribute I offer. Some advice. Running a family is more complicated than bounty hunting. Said it.
I love that you just can't trust anyone.
No.
But you know, some things are more valuable than money. Advice and information. Yep.
What's going on here?
In what respect?
Mayor Moksha'i sent me here as though there's something I should know. Now you're sweating like a Gamton Mustafa.
You haven't heard.
Heard what?
The twins have laid claim to their late cousin's bequest.
The twins are preoccupied with the debauchery of Hutta to bother with any ambitions on Tatooine.
Well, that's just ominous.
Yeah. It's like the 80s.
Yeah.
Her first line was interesting of the, oh, what a surprise to see you here. As if, shouldn't you be dead? More huts.
More huts. It's brilliant.
Oh. In the comics, there's this really big, muscly one that has like an 8-pack. It's ridiculous. So this is the twins, obviously.
Obviously. Look at the boat.
Look at the boat. Yeah.
Yes, my pocket dick.
Oh no!
I don't care what your tablet says. This is Mos Espa, and I am Daimyo here.
Don't need it, don't need it, don't need it.
No.
No!
Oh, I've been waiting for him for so long. Black Krrsantan.
You can bring as many gladiators as you wish, but these are not the deathbeds of Dur, and I am not a sleeping Trandoshan god.
He looks so good.
This territory is mine. All that is his belongs to me now.
Those
Oh,
poor people.
If you want it, you'll have to kill me for it.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
I've been waiting for Black Krrsantan ever since he appeared in the comics. Like, he's a comics character. Oh, yeah. Look at him! He kicked Chewie's ass.
He'd kick everyone's ass.
He's great. He's actually first introduced with Boba.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Jabba hires him out to Vader. Interesting music change for it. It's no longer that ominous threat. Use the gaffy stick.
I am holding it the same.
What the hell's that? Oh, it's dead now.
Yay! Yay!
Oh no.
No, that's not a monster. It's
Like
almost
a
I was
train.
going to say, it's like a sail barge, but with an attachment. Yeah, it's a train. Oh no, not the panther! And the Tusken, I guess. Good move, hide behind the
Yep.
dead animal. One thing I've liked about Mando and now this series is just how many layers they've given to the Tusken Raiders and built them up. Show more of their culture.
Yeah.
I will stop the train. I will stop them. I will take rifle and stick. Be back
Sunrise.
morning.
Oh, yes!
Oh. God damn! Yep, snap the rifle. Oh! Temuera Morrison's facials in this are exquisite.
They're great.
That door opening though, it was in the shadow, thing of beauty.
Yes?
Oh god.
Maybe not. Okay, who wants to go first?
Boom.
Yep.
Okay, go. Stop.
Oh.
River. It's like teaching kids how to ride bikes.
Yeah. Close.
Imagine
Being the stunt guy.
The stunt guy. You
We
have
need to fall off every time.
You want to see how fast the train goes?
Acting like a maniac. Whiplash.
I hope this goes well.
Yeah.
I've
I've got a bad
really
feeling.
bad feeling.
Yep.
I feel like it's gonna happen with the kid. I don't want. Oh.
The most famous Star Wars quote ever. I've got a bad feeling about this. Very good effects.
Very.
Nice. Catch him.
Nice.
Pull him out. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Oh
god.
shit.
I'm gonna do something badass.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yeah,
Damn.
very badass. Increasing fuel lines and god damn bullet train.
Yep. Yep. Nice.
Go that Tusken. Hello. Yeah. Oof.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, crispy.
Oh, yep.
Clever.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh!
Just break everything.
Whee! Just whack it. Whack everything.
Just whack everything.
Yay!
Yay.
Now we loot.
Are you going to kill us?
It depends on how you answer what I'm about to ask. Are you carrying spice?
What do you mean by spice?
Satsana spice from the slave mines of Kesem.
What does spice look like?
That.
Like that.
Like that. This is not looking good for you. These hands are no longer free for you to pass. These people lay ancestral claim to the Deep Sea. If you are to pass, the toll is to be paid to them. Any death down from the passing traitors will be returned tenfold. Now go back to your syndicate and present these terms. Our lives are a gesture of our civility.
Nice.
You shouldn't have to hide. You're warriors. You have machines now too. And you know every grain of sand in the Deep Sea. A gift. Why?
Aww.
A lizard. Thank you.
Aww. Cute little lizard.
I will let it guide me.
Oh! Oh!
I'm sorry.
What?
I think I swallowed it. It's a tricky little bugger.
It's gonna eat your brain. Oh.
Just lick a toad. It's easy. It's easier. Well, it's very much like the heart-shaped herb in Black Panther.
True.
And visiting the astral plane is just another spiritual.
Lizard up the nose.
The lizard up the nose takes you on the spiritual journey. Oh, nice transition back to the classic suit. Sarlacc, yeah. Imagine making those tentacles.
Imagine the slime.
Breaking free of his past, you think?
You survived the hallucinations.
So it was a literal
Yeah. I think it
hallucinogen.
yeah. That made him walk out into
Yeah.
the desert.
I thought he was part of the dream.
Oh, unless they're going to make a
Then we're
weapon
gonna make
from
a
it.
staff. like the ceremony of it.
Yeah, I'm liking it too. It's a nice touch that he's still wearing these garments under his current armor.
Mm.
Like elements of it.
Yeah. New digs.
Nods in approval. Well, it's very much like Luke as a Jedi, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just a different...
You got a
Yeah.
different idea.
Yeah. It's just a different culture and religion, spirituality.
Mm. And acceptance as well.
Yeah. The thing I'm liking about it is, even though he was their captor originally, he's now obviously a part of their tribe, but it's him finding inner peace and peace with himself and acceptance in a community.
Mm.
Nice.
Long shaft.
Yeah. It's actually really cool to see how it's made.
I really enjoy. This is brilliant.
Yeah, I love it. I'm loving the touch of the didgeridoo throughout.
Oh, that gave me chills.
That was
That
great.
Was so good.
That was great. I love that we're getting such development of the Tuskens. The Tusken Raiders. I love that we're getting so much development of it.
That's
As
so
characters,
good.
like, because, like, we unless, and I mean, even in the animated series and that, there wasn't that much exploration, and expanded universe, I haven't read enough of to say whether there was or not, but it's good that we're getting in shows like Mando and this show so much development. We've got Mando who's able to communicate with them and knows their customs and traditions, and we've got Boba now being accepted in the tribe, and we're seeing those customs and traditions up close and personal.
More so.
Yeah.
Because he was definitely, it was definitely that concept of the outsider coming in, except knowing a little bit of it, enough to be respectful. And then this is you have helped, you've shown your worth and your place here. So we are welcoming you wholeheartedly with the traditions and the customs. It's brilliant.
Well, it's
I love it.
And again, there's so many touches of indigenous cultures throughout the world where, you know, you've got the off-worlders who've come in and they've got the weapons and are taking over and disrespecting the spiritual connection to the land.
Yeah.
And Boba, having Boba acknowledge that, and having someone who is New Zealander, being that character who's able to communicate that to the audience, it has another level of importance.
Yes.
So I think it's so good how they've done it.
Yeah.
And again, I like that the episode is broken up into two parts.
Yeah.
Where we got the current stage where, you know, there's a lot of trouble on the horizon with the introduction of the Hutt twins that were coming into it. Black Krrsantan.
Yes.
I always mispronounce it. Black, it's Krrsantan.
I'm dyslexic, so I'm not going to try.
But Black Krrsantan. That's it. Black Krrsantan. Oh, it is a tongue twister. Black Krrsantan coming in is huge. He came in Kieran Gillen's Darth Vader run, and 2 issues after he came in, we got Dr. Aphra with 000 and BT1. Homicidal, sadistic droids.
Yes.
The implication of him being there implies that Aphra exists.
Yes.
Also implies that BT1 and 000 exist. But Krrsantan is big in the first volume of Star Wars that since Marvel took over in 2015-16. He goes up against Luke, Han, and Chewie, and he beats Chewie and all that. He has some really cool moments, and he is under Vader's employ, and then he's under Aphra's employ for a while. So he's just got this really awesome, as everyone saw, he's got this awesome look with the spiky gladiator thing. He's a big imposing Wookiee. You think Chewbacca's imposing. You see him, and he's just boom, with the awesome scar down his face. But it's interesting because him and Boba used to work together. Jabba used to hire them out, and they work together, so they know each other. So that made that standoff a lot more interesting because
it's ex-colleagues. You're here.
Well, casual viewers who haven't read the comics, and if I hadn't read the comics, I wouldn't have had a damn clue what's going on. But casual readers will be like, "Oh, this is just a really freaking cool looking Wookiee that's come in." Yeah. But if you've read the secondary material outside of the movies and TV shows, it makes it even more impactful because you know that there's a history. Yes. Which is why Boba is, I see your gladiator. I'm not going to make a fucking move at the moment, and neither's Black Krrsantan, because they know each other. It's going to be shit just got interesting for me. This is going to be a challenge. But I like that we get the intrigue of, did the mayor hire the assassin? No, they didn't. He put the blame onto the others, and then they're like, it wasn't us. It was the Hutts. Yeah. And the implication that it was the Hutts. Sleep lightly, bounty hunter. Yeah, that's not foreshadowing or foreboding at all. No. So good. But Ming-Na Wen, again, kicking ass. Matt Berry is that freaking droid.
As soon as you said it, I'm just like, oh God.
I love him so much. I love him. Speak, priest.
He is part of this. He will not speak.
What we do in the shadows. so, I love him so much. I'm just glad that he's getting some big roles. But I like that the first half was set in the present, and again, much like the first episode, we get how did we get to this? Yeah. How did we get to where he was in Mandalorian?
And I think with the build up of how did we get to this point and where we got to at Mandalorian, it is these core points that have shaped him, and I think that's what we're seeing now. So people may say, oh yeah, it doesn't really mean anything, he just helped this like, but I think it does, because it's probably building to something quite larger. And what scares me is that all of them are gonna die, and it's gonna be a horrific moment, and it's gonna be him dealing with that.
Maybe not.
I don't want them to die.
What if he calls on them to help with the syndicate problem that we've got? There's possibilities. That was just me being my typical negative Nelly.
Typical. Everyone's gonna die.
The world's gonna end. It'll be interesting to see where it goes, because we didn't see them in Mandalorian, or we didn't see him with the Tuskens. Yes. But again, building up on the Tusken Raider culture, the spirituality, the connectedness, having the tribal, rite of passage.
I'm gonna say rite of passage for lack of a better term, because I think it was, in the sense that none of the kids had their staffs yet. Yeah. And he was kind of training with the kids' staff that the kids were kind of training with. So I'm going to call it a rite of passage with a lizard up the nose and some dust spice sprayed into your face, and lizard up the nose.
But no, I love that we're seeing cultural elements from reality being put into this, because it is obviously very important to have that sort of representation, and having the Tusken Raiders be a culture, be significant in the universe that we're seeing a lot more of, and their connection to the Dune Sea, it makes a lot of sense that they would be built up in that way. I'm actually hoping that we see a Tusken without the mask at some point, just to,
would be interesting.
Well, if we put ourselves in Boba's position, it would be they're showing him. Yes. And even more acceptance. Yeah. But I mean, in that entire thing, it's good that we're seeing more of his code, we're seeing his morals and ethics, how he works. He represents the Tuskens as a warrior culture, which he said. But we need to remember that Boba Fett is a character that had about 6 minutes of screen time across Empire and Jedi.
Yeah.
Aside from that, there's been very little of him in anything since the recanonization. So there's the expanded universe where there's been stories, but for the wide audience, no one knows anything about him other than he has a reputation as a badass.
Yeah.
So
his reputation preceded him.
Yes. And it's a reputation that the fans made for him, because he's this really cool looking character. We hadn't seen Mandalorians in Empire or Jedi aside from him, so he stands out. And it's good for us to be able to explore what he is and get familiar with him on levels that we may not know about, or I didn't know.
Yes.
So, and we didn't know. I shouldn't say we aren't familiar.
Yeah.
But it's good. I'm enjoying it. I love Temuera Morrison. I love Ming-Na Wen.
Yeah.
They're just so good, and I love that the cast, the age of the cast, that they're older.
Yes.
They could have easily gone the cheap route and gone with younger people, but I love that they brought Tem back. I love Ming-Na Wen, and it just shows that age is just a number, and Hollywood needs to embrace older actors for kick-ass parts.
Yes, definitely.
Because they are, for lack of a better word, fucking killing it.
Yeah.
They are absolutely killing it in the role. I love them both, and I'm loving this series.
Can't wait for next week for
Chapter 3.
For
Chapter 3. We got the Tribes of Tatooine, which was this one, next week. I wonder if they're going to keep this storytelling where how much is going to be past and present, because they do need to move the plot along.
They do.
By about episode 4, it really needs to be
about
on the way.
episode 3-4 is when it tends to have its tonal shift. So it'll be interesting to see what is built up in the next 2 episodes.
Yeah, but I'm super keen. I'm loving the way this series is, and I'm loving just how badass he is, and how actually badass the supporting cast are as well.
Definitely.
Anyway, tell us your thoughts on the video episode. God, it's been a long day. It's hot. It's so hot. Tell us your thoughts on the episode in the comments below. I'm Trent.
I'm Julia.
And as always, keep it nerdy.